Hey everybody, Robert here. We're sitting in the Big Dipper down here in South Florida. We shot a nice video for you guys walking around the grounds, show you what's going on down here in South Florida. It's unprecedented. Unfortunately, we were doing a two-camera shoot and one of the cameras did not capture any video. I'm not sure what happened there. So we went out again and shot a second time with the second camera. So the audio and the video isn't going to 100% match, but I'm sure you're going to get the idea what's going on. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. We're starting off our new channel here, and we're going to bring you all kinds of different content. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. So we're down here in South Florida. We were getting ready to start an event on Thursday, and 5 minutes before the event was supposed to open, it got closed. And so we're going to walk you around and show you what's left. We're actually down here at the Miami Dade Fair, and it's a huge event. Thousands of vendors, huge midway, and we're just going to kind of walk you around and show you what's kind of left. This event was supposed to go for about a month, and so none of these people have any place to go. In the course of 24 hours, from when this event closed, pretty much every other event in the country also closed down. So none of these people here have any place to go. Everything has been shut down. So there hasn't been a big push to tear all this stuff down and move to other locations because there's no place else to go. A lot of the rides have been packed up. Some of them have left to go into storage, but the rest of them are still there. We're gonna kind of just do a walk around and show you. And I mean, you can see off in the distance there, that is one of the biggest mobile Ferris wheels in the world. We'll get a little closer look at that in a couple minutes, but this was all packed. Nothing but food vendors and rides, and you can see, you know, I mean, the rides are packed up. That one's packed up, it's still sitting there. That actually is one of a three-part Ferris wheel. There was like 3 or 4 Ferris wheels here. It's a pretty big fair. But all of this was lined up and down with rides. Some of them are gone. Some of them are still here, which, as you see as we get down here, they're just slowly taking them apart, I guess, and moving them to storage. But as I said, there's just no place to go. You know, the coronavirus has taken its toll on everything. As I've mentioned in previous videos, we work in the live events industry. It's what we do. And every live event has been canceled. And so we have no place to go, no way to make money. So we're just kind of stuck here. So this is sort of day 4, if you will, of trying to figure out what to do. As I said, it canceled Thursday morning at about 8:55. They were due to open at 9. And so all day Thursday, we looked for other places to go, and we found a bunch. And by Thursday afternoon, all of those had canceled as well. So we're just stuck down here in South Florida. I'm sure there's worse place to be stuck. You know, the weather's beautiful. It's about 84 degrees today, I think, something like that. And so, not a bad place to be stuck, but it's not like we can do anything. Everything's shut down. We've gone to the grocery store a couple times, and the shelves are empty. I'm sure most of you have seen videos on that already. But, yeah, it's just hard to find staples. You know, toilet paper, paper towels, eggs, milk, stuff like that. So this is what a bumper car looks like, all packed up. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, but that's kind of what it looks like, all packed up. You know, over here there's some kids' rides. There's the little bumblebees just sitting there, just waiting to be packed up. You know, a lot of the food vendors have pulled their stuff out completely, but some of them just packed them up and left them. Because as I said, there's no place else to go. A lot of them left them because they have to figure out how to move them. What I mean by that is, when they come into a city, they're pretty much empty. And once they get here, they load up on food, whatever it is they sell. You know, tens of thousands of pounds of food. And, well, you can't carry that food on the road because, one, you're now overweight, two, it's going to spoil. So literally millions of dollars of food that have had to be thrown away. Some of it could be returned, but all the fresh stuff, it's all ruined. We ourselves had to throw away a bunch of food. We donated it, we gave it to people who could use it. But a lot of them are literally, they'll just leave pallets out of food. Right? Now here's some of the rides over here that haven't been broken down yet. There's like a log flume ride over here that's still there. Obviously the big Ferris wheel, we're a little bit closer, you can see how big it is. It's absolutely huge. It takes like 18 trucks to move all that stuff. They've pulled the gondolas off, but that's it. Next to that is a roller coaster. They haven't even touched it yet. Right? It's just sitting there. So we're gonna make a left and come down here. And this midway is set up kind of in a big circle. So we're just gonna kind of walk the circle so you can see what's left. Most of the RVs where people live sit in the middle of this fair. And that's where we started. We started off, I think we're gonna call it the Big Dipper. That's our RV. So that's where we started. And you can see left and right here, there's rides that are just packed up and sitting there. No place to go. This place is usually just a buzz of people. Even before the fair opens, there's hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 people here. Just all putting the rides together, getting everything ready, all the food vendors, the ride vendors, inside vendors, outside vendors. It truly is a mobile city, and it's a virtual ghost town. There are still RVs here. There's lots of them. We can show you all of that, but there's just very few people walking around doing anything because, well, none of them have any money, which is the other impact of a fair like this closing down. The proceeds, the profits, if you will, that come from an event like this enable them to move to the next events, right? Pay for their rents and different things like that. And when you lose a huge fair like this again was going to go over about 4 weeks' time. It makes it difficult to survive. So, as you can see, this thing is called Mach 3. It's packed up, but just sitting there. There's another roller coaster over here on the left. We'll get a closer shot of that here in just a minute. But yeah, it's kind of sad, and we certainly understand why they're having to cut everything, or cancel everything, I should say. We want to be safe, but wow, it's definitely eye-opening. Yeah, so here's another roller coaster. They started to take it apart. Normally, what's insane about this, when a fair ends on Sunday, by Monday morning, all the rides have been torn down and half of them are already on the road to their next location, which is why this is so surreal, because we're at day 4 and the rides are still here. Many of them, not all of them, but many of them. So we're gonna walk up over this bridge here. That's a drop tower right there. Right, so it's all packed up. There's the rest of it over there. We're gonna walk up over this bridge. Maybe we'll get a good shot of everything. Yeah, this was to open March 12th and go through April 5th. So, as I mentioned, it was a pretty long event. Even the fair themselves is going to hurt. They rely on the income as well for the next year. So if you take a look around, starting over here, you can just see all the rides, right? And as you pan, you see the outskirts. You can kind of still see some rides, some tents and stuff, but here's all the RVs. This was completely packed, but now, some people have left. and then you circle all the way around, and again you see the Ferris wheel that we just walked by a couple minutes ago. So anyway, we just figured we'd give you a little shot of what it's like to do events like this, and well, what's happening now is really unprecedented, so I guess it's kind of neat to capture it on video because you just don't see things like this. Well, that's why they call it unprecedented. It's never happened before. Over there on the right, that's actually another bumper cars. And it's funny, in the middle of all of that, here's a little funnel cake stand. Just sitting there. You know, it's all packed up. But looks like it could open and make funnel cakes later, but no, it's all closed down. Over here off in the distance, right over there, that was a big roller coaster. They actually have taken that one down now. What I'm guessing is that they're just working on a skeleton crew. And so instead of bringing in all the extra hands, they need to break this event down in, 8 to 10 hours. They're just taking their sweet time because they've got no place to go. Well, there you go. You see some of the rides moving out. I was told that they're going back to storage because there's no place else to go. And they can leave them here and sit, or they can take them back to storage, which might be closer to the next fair when it eventually opens. And who knows when that's going to be. Everything's been closed indefinitely. Yeah, so everywhere we're walking, it was packed, all to the left with rides, all to the right with rides, and then down the middle here were food vendors. And so it's kind of like 2 rows of walking. I'm sure a lot of you have been fairs before, so you know how they're set up. But yeah, as you can see, it's gone, but all these rides are just sitting here. Just sitting here collecting dust. So the one thing that this little break is going to give me is a chance to make more videos. And so since I'm sort of just getting into making videos and doing YouTube, it'll give me some time to do that. And over here on our left, there's another drop tower. This one hasn't even been touched. I mean, it's literally just sitting there. I think they've taken the chairs off of it, but it's just sitting there. Just ready to go, but nobody here to ride it. So anyway, we're going to circle back around here. Here's another roller coaster. Like I said, this was so big, it had 3 or 4 roller coasters, 3 or 4 Ferris wheels. It was all one big midway company, but after this event, they spread off into do different events, right? Call it an east and west, I guess is a good term for it. But this is Crazy Mouse up here. That's the name of the roller coaster. And oddly, it was the same name for the roller coaster we've already passed. Yeah, it's just sitting there, ready to go. Nothing's been touched. Nothing's been taken apart. It's just all sitting there. It's a little bit surreal. You know, sometimes we come out here at night, and typically, even when the fair is not running, at night the lights are going with all the rides. It attracts attention, you know, for those people driving by, and it just, power's been turned off. It's, you know, just another cause and effect of the virus. And hopefully, by shutting everything down, we'll get control of everything and we can get back to life as we all know it. But, you know, until then, we're having to figure out what to do. You know, a lot of people get to continue work, whether they work at, you know, grocery stores or restaurants or stuff like that. But when you work in the live events industry and, well, all live events have been canceled, guess what? No more income. So we're approaching what used to be, well, they called it Kiddie Land. It's where all the little kids' rides were. And most of them are still there. They're all packed up. But yeah, it's so weird. Now, some of you all watching, it may not be as weird to you as it is to us because we see this all the time, working these events. And we've never seen anything like this, ever. So, yeah, it's very sad. So we're gonna walk back over here towards the Big Dipper, as I called it. It's our RV, the Big Dipper. And there's a huge circus tent that sits right behind us. We haven't touched it either. It's still sitting there. I think they pulled the chairs out, and it's just a couple people working there. Again, normally it'd be dozens and dozens of people. It's just everybody's gone. What's so weird, again, all these RVs are still here, but there's nobody here. I mean, with all these RVs and bunkhouses, there's enough to sleep 1,000 people. There's nobody here. They're all gone. I don't know where they went, but they're all gone. Oh, here's some of the pallets I was talking about over there, right? This is just a pallet of food just left sitting here. Not sure what it is. Let's find out. Ah, they're potatoes. Look at that. Look at these, just huge pallet of potatoes just sitting here. I mean, what? It's crazy. But they can't take it on the road with them. They're too heavy to drive it, right? And so I wasn't paying attention as we were walking, but as we were driving in and out and doing shopping and stuff, we've seen pallets like this all over the place of different things. If you want some potatoes, come on down here to Miami. There's a pallet of them sitting here. You can eat potatoes for a year. But up ahead, here's that circus tent I was talking about. Most fairs will have a circus type unit. Let's see if we can go in and take a picture of it. Because we're already back at our place. We'll see here. All right, let's see if we can get in here. There you go. What's going on, guys? So as you can see, they're about to tear this all down. It's the cart that goes on it. It's called the cupola up top. You see up top, they call that the cupola. Let's go sit down right on the top. So this would have been an amazing circus, but right now it's a ghost town, right? Where are you guys supposed to be going?
We're gonna stop for 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Everybody's canceling their dates.
Yeah. It's sad.
Sending everybody back home.
What's your name?
Leo.
Leo, I'm Robert. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's sad. I guess it's the best thing to do, but for people like us who do these live events, it's just a horrible thing.
7 families without work for 3 months.
Yeah.
At least for me, it's 7 whole families.
Yeah. Oh, it's way more than that. You think of all the rest of these people too, right?
Yeah.
But for you, yeah, 7 families.
Only with me.
Yeah.
And people they are already sent back because I couldn't pay them.
That's right. That's right. We were just talking about that there's still RVs here for probably 1,000 people, but there's not 1,000 people here.
Yeah.
Everybody's been sent home because can't pay them, can't feed them.
Yeah, nobody can support people for 3 months without making any income.
Yeah. All right, Leo, thank you. Appreciate your time. Good luck, my friend. Hang in there. Let's see. It's not just us, it's everybody, right? So, well, I hope you guys liked the little tour here of what was supposed to be the Miami Dade Youth Fair. As I said, it's a bit surreal. You know, if you have any comments, Leave them in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. You know, we're going to make some more videos while we're down here. Different things that we do, and keep in touch with everybody. So, yeah, thanks for watching.